Greetings, everyone. I am Creatress No Ra. Happy new moon in Leo. Today, I am going to be sharing with you all some information on Leo season and what it is going to have in store for us, as well as I will be introducing you all to a movement that I am beginning called The Rise of the Black Madonna, and it will be a video series as well as a actual physical movement. So stay in tune. I'm going to start with sharing a little bit with you all about Leo season and the Leo constellation and what it has to offer for us right now. So when it comes to astrology, I do use the European names for the zodiacs, but I use a melanated interpretation of how to conduct and carry ourselves with that energy. So, with that being said, that is a opening for everyone, Europeans as well, to move in accordance with the melanated movement, because we need you all to do your work for your people. So, anywho, that's another topic. When it comes to the Leo constellation, it is a divine leader, and its physical manifestation is the lion, which I think is absolutely perfect for what it is that we receive, because during Leo season, there's a lot of fierce energy, a lot of sexual energy, and a lot of energy to restore our vitality and to give us fuel to move and rise into our rightful positions. So any zodiacs that we go through are just a reflection of what is going on in the ethers. So astrologically, movement is happening. And as that movement happens, we are receiving energy from the shifts and the alignments that are going on. And so it's very important as melanated people to follow what's going on astrologically. Now, I'm not saying that we need to keep our heads up in the sky or up in the clouds and be all concerned about what's going on out there, but it is something that is necessary for you to be aware of, because it affects what's going on this physical plane. So, whenever we are going through a new moon or a full moon or just astrological movement, we have the right to choose what it is that we will do with that energy. And if you are unaware that you are receiving an abundance of a certain energy in a certain direction and you do not align yourself with it, then it can create issues. You may not be able to move as smoothly through the transitioning period as you need to. And so women especially should be paying attention to what's going on with the moon cycle. I think that is the easiest way for you to understand some of the psychological patterns you deal with, emotional turmoil that you may be dealing with, or even physical ailments, because all of these things can happen due to what's going on planetarily. But what's going on astrologically. Excuse me. So, anywho, so we are in the Leo season, and in Leo season, it is up to us as individuals to rise into our positions as leaders, however that may be. You may not be a person that takes charge and leads a whole group of people, but taking leadership and ownership of yourself and your universe, because the way that astrological energy works is the best way I can verbalize it is on a microcosm and a macrocosm scale. And so when I say microcosm, I mean how the ethers are affecting us on an individual level. And then macrocosm goes on to say how we are affected, for instance, as the melanated race collectively, or the human race collectively. So, anywho, it is up to us as individuals to make these shifts and these changes in ourselves, and to accept these energies, move with these energies, transmute these energies, and create with these energies, so that we can create and shift and change what is going on in the macrocosm and what is going on in our extended reality. So, with Leo, we are getting leadership and fire. And it's so perfect because we're in summertime and there's heat and much sun communication to happen, and information is being shared and given to us constantly, all day, every day, in abundance. And so hopefully this video will help you all to understand what you should be doing to excel and to ascend into your highest form of being with this energy. And so, aside from taking on and taking hold and control of your reality, Leo also provides us with much sexual energy. Much sexual energy. And sexual energy is very misinterpreted by most, because we think of maybe lower frequency, lower vibration energy when we think about sexual energy, and that is due to our patriarchal society that has, demonized sexuality. And sexual energy is the energy that we use to create. That is how we create life. And so when so much sexual energy is being shared with you, it is very easy for you to get stuck in your root chakra. It's easy for you to get imbalanced or overwhelmed because so much vital, fiery energy is being flowed to you and through you. So what I recommend is to spend a lot of time during this Leo season in your creativity and express yourself. Because if you do not use this energy as a form of creation, and you do not invest your time or invest yourself in things that you love to create or be active, you need to transmute that energy. Otherwise, it will create imbalance, and we can deal with getting angry or getting moody as women and hormonal seemingly. But really, that's just a lack of our understanding of where we're at, and astrologically, and how to use that energy. So make sure you guys spend a lot of time, or you all spend a lot of time creating and channeling that energy to do. It's also, if you have any desires, anything that you want to begin, this is the perfect time. New moons are always good for new beginnings. It's always great. I always cast a spell or give acknowledgement and cleanse my crystals and all of that during that time, because it's ready for you to bring a new pathway or multiple pathways that are new and exciting for you to venture on. So, it's good to set your intentions for what you want to happen, and set them, with reason. If it's something that is going to take you an extensive amount of time, then, begin that, and maybe not set a huge overwhelming goal or date for you to complete your goal by. So But for me, I will set an intention and or set many intentions and require their blooming come to me by the full moon. And it just depends on what it is that you're requesting or you require. And all these things come to you with natural motion and you giving the mental and emotional and spiritual acknowledgement that you need to create such. So, you know, on the other hand, when the full moon comes and the moon is getting smaller and waning, then it is up to us to release that which we no longer need, or release that which no longer serves us. So those are just hopefully some helpful tips for you to understand what it is that you should be doing during those different times. And also, let's see. So you also in this time are going to be receiving a lot of energy to stimulate spiritual growth. So if you have not already partaken in some type of cleansing of yourself physically during the summer season, that's always really, really important to do at least some type of detox or some type of cleanse. I recommend for between 4 to 12 days during the summer and even during each seasonal change, because that is what your body is calling for. That is what your body needs. And we get filled with a lot of guck and a lot of gunk and a lot of junk that our body is not able to fully release until we undergo some type of cleansing process. Even if you're a vegan or, you know, vegetarian, we still have things that we need to do. And it's a spiritual rinse when you physically cleanse yourself. So that's something I need to recommend. That's something else I'll be putting out in the future. I'll share some videos with you all on different cleanses and detoxes that you can partake in. So I really just outlaid basics for you with this Leo energy, but that's really all you need to conduct. It doesn't require, it's not very complex or difficult or anything. If you can just make sure that you are being creative in this energy and be aware that if you are easily being upset or frustrated or having emotional imbalances and tangents, then that is a lack of using that creational energy. It's also very, very good for you to spend time with different activities like Tai Chi and Qigong and exercise, because that is also a release of some of that sexual energy that's being built up. And this is also a very, very divine time to connect with your lover or your loved ones, because it's a lot of love energy also available to you. And if you are in a relationship or are not in a relationship, there may be some unexplained libido spikes that are going on, and channel that. Channel that. If you cannot express it sexually with a partner, channel that and share that self-love with yourself. Share that love with yourself. So, yes, those are my main tips for having a successful Leo season. Own your ownership. Own your leadership. So, rise into that position that you know you're supposed to be taking and really do your part. And also use this sexual energy as creational energy and allow it to stimulate your creative processes and enjoy it, as well as the sexual nature of this. And really, really, really be patient with yourself and really be honest with yourself and take the time to look at these different changes that might be happening in yourself so that you can move forward and that you can ascend into your highest form of being. Next up on the list is the rise of the Black Madonna. So this is something I have been working on, meditating on, and calling upon for quite some time. And my intentions are to reestablish and bring back the balance and order within the woman on this planet. And when the women rise of this planet, the men too shall also follow her. See, because we're in a patriarchal system, women are, especially melanated women, are suffering the backlash of patriarch. And so I am here to bring back the Ma'at-triarch. Not the matriarch, but the Ma'at-triarch. Okay, because when we say matriarch, sadly, because we live in a patriarchal system, people think woman domination. And when we put Ma'at in there, it means balance. And that means that the woman is equally important to the man, to the male. And we have equal roles. And, we can get into genetic superiority and all of that, but that's not for this video. That's not what the rise of the Black Madonna is dealing with. And I am not a feminist by any means. So, though I love all women, love all men, that's just where I'm gonna leave it. So, with the rise of the Black Madonna, I want to reinstill and help women connect to their natural birthright as the Black Madonna. So, we have lost touch with a lot of our culture and a lot of our background and things that make us women. We have lost touch with our spiritual rituals. We have lost our sisterhood. We have lost our healing techniques and practices. And these are all different things that must be rediscovered in order for us as a planet to rise and us as the melanated race to rise. So the rise of the Black Madonna, words. The rise of the Black Madonna is to really connect all of the women, the Black Madonnas, who are already doing things, who are already seeking and experiencing life's many beautiful gifts. And it's also to support the arising and the awakening of all of the melanated women who are still stuck in the matrix. So we're dealing with, our identity, our hygiene, our spiritual practices, our understandings, interpretations of ourselves. And I am no more qualified than anyone else to do this. But I have been ordained to do this, and I plan to hold the most righteous of intentions throughout this process and the arising of others. And I do not know everything. And so I don't claim to know everything or be the expert on everything. But I do know that I have a lot of helpful information to help these women rise into their most divine self, to become the divine goddess and Netzeret that we are all. Not even destined to be, but that we are all. And some of us are just lost, and some of us just need some sister love. And that is going to be the most divine part of the rise of the Black Madonna. We are going to have sister love. We're going to have motherly love. So some of the things I'm going to be covering will entail feminine health, feminine spirituality, and just us different practices that us as the female are inclined to, and different arts that we can use. And but first and foremost, it's going to be a movement of healing. So just be ready for it. If you are a woman, a sister goddess, and you would like to be involved, please let me know. Comment, inbox, message me, whatever. I would love for your guys' assistance, because I'm going to need women to help cultivate in other areas and to help rise. So I'm willing to extend all that I know. And we live in a society where people want to charge money for information. They want to charge money to share with you their trades and their skills, and I don't believe in that. If you have the desire in your soul to be a creator of something that I know how to create, or to do something that I already know how to do, I'm going to help you. Why? Because that is what we need. We are broken people. We are stolen people in a stolen land. And I don't have time to treat anyone like these Europeans want me to. I can't do that. So, I know Reiki, I know crystal healing, I am a doula, I am heavily involved in music, and I'm an MC. So, there's lists and lists and lists and lists of different things that I do, and all of my skills, all of the things that I have learned, I am offering and extending to share with any of my sisters who want to know. I also create waist beads, and it's something I've kind of chilled out on because I did not heavily promote that, and that's just because I live a busy life. But each waist bead that I make holds much healing. I use crystals with specific properties, and I'm very specific. I use specific numerological patterns to create specific vibrations in the womb, and it's a very intensive form of healing. So anyways, those are just a few things and a very, very, very quick overview. This this video is getting a little lengthy, so I am just going to leave it at that. I love you all. My arms are open to you all. Let's connect and let's rise the Black Madonna. Anku Jasaneb, Ashe, Hotep. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. Peace, my melanated family.